Common snapping turtles are very popular right now, and they seem to be getting even more popular due to their hardiness, size, and appearance. However, they are not the best pets for everybody. However, if you think you're ready, here's how you care for baby common snapping turtle. Please note that this does not include care for the adults or what they will need as they get larger. This is simply a starting point for baby common snapping turtles. Despite the large size of the adults, baby common snapping turtles can be kept comfortably for at least a few months in a 10-gallon tank with a little bit of water. Be sure to provide some sort of land area for them to come out and bask, as well as some plants, likely fake will work, but you could use real if you want, to provide them some shade from the heat lamps. They do require heat and UVB, and be sure to fill up the water area just enough so that they can completely submerge. Common snapping turtles are not great swimmers, and forcing them to swim for their air can just be really hard on them. So just provide them just enough water so that they can stick their necks up to get a breath.
I do not recommend giving them a substrate at young ages due to the risk of impaction. Large stones can be used, just make sure they're not so big that the turtles can get stuck in between them, in which case they can't surface for air. So for really young turtles, no substrate is perfectly fine.
The snappers that we will be putting this enclosure together for today are Echo, and Charlie. These two animals were brought to me as rescues at my workplace, and I took them in, and they've been living with me for the past few months. They are named after two of the velociraptors from Jurassic World. Feeding baby common snapping turtles is pretty easy. They are voracious eaters and will go after anything that ends up in their enclosure, and is small enough, of course. I feed mine a combination of baby turtle pellets, bloodworms, freeze-dried shrimp, and the legs and tails of pinky mice. I do recommend offering larger prey items like the shrimp and especially the pinky mice legs and tails via tweezers or tiny tongs. That way they learn to associate food with tongs and not your hands or fingers. When feeding them, be sure not to overdo it and only give them a set amount twice a day. On days I give them higher protein foods like the pinky legs and tails, I only feed them once a day. Overfeeding can lead to health issues like obesity and fatty liver disease. Keeping common snapping turtles can be a very fun and worthwhile endeavor, but they are not pets for everyone. They are large and potentially dangerous animals that can do you quite a bit of harm should they manage to bite you, especially when they're older. However, if you think you're right for a common snapping turtle, do a bunch more research than just this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.